Here we go.
I'm good right here.
That's not this type of show. Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the return of winter, everybody, but we're not going to focus on that. Welcome to the show. I'm Jace. Right over there, she's America's favorite snow angel. It's Kendall, everybody. Good morning, Kendall.
Good morning.
Now,
good morning.
You hear a smaller smattering of claps because today we didn't expect. Look, we would love it if people came to see us every day, and they do. But we didn't expect anybody at all today because the weather is horrible. But we had two very devoted people that drove in this weather, and they're sitting right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. And because they drove to see us all the way here in the prairie at the Eden, they are sitting in our very famous, very special Oprah Winfrey chairs right there from the Oprah Winfrey Show. Yeah. It's
nice.
I know. Those aren't just for anybody. Those are for those are actually, if you don't know, those are from Harpo. Those are audience chairs from the Oprah Winfrey Show. They auction them off for charity. And I bought one at auction, and then a friend of ours gave us the other one. So those are the butts of many Oprah guests sat in those chairs over there. But you had a very busy morning because for people that don't know, Kendall also does traffic for the Fox 9 Morning News here in the Twin Cities. You were a busy gal.
Straight from like 5 a.m. to 9 a.m., which is more than what I usually do. Yeah. So I told our morning executive producer, Eric, that I got $1 for every jackknife semi I found.
How much?
So I got $5.
You got, okay.
And
yes.
then I was like complaining about how tired I was. And God bless Dale K, Garden Man, brought me my dirty chai that's currently under the desk. I'm like chugging during the breaks. Yeah, it's good. It's
good. I know. It's one of those days. And if you're watching us, and if you don't need to go anywhere, just stay home for the love of Oprah. It's not worth it. It's bad. And I love that Dale K got you coffee because I have to admit I have forgotten. Poor Kendall. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but we've been taping some extra shows after this show for future use next week. And in between, I run out to the Caribou or the Bucks to get some coffee. And I've done that 3 days in a row now. And who have I forgotten every single day?
1 day, 2 days. Yeah, all 3 days.
I have forgotten you. And I apologize. I'm sorry. So if I go out today, I promise I won't forget you. I promise. I probably will. Yeah, I probably will. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. Comedian Chelsea. Oh, this was good. This was a really fascinating interview. Chelsea Handler was on Howard Stern yesterday. Hey, Howard. And took on a much different tone, really. It's such a cliche, but it was a different Chelsea Handler. Recalling the most painful event in her life and how it has impacted her ever since she was a kid. Look at this.
Brother died when I was 9 years old. He looked me in the eye and said, "I will never leave you." He was going hiking in the Grand Tetons, and he said, "I'll never leave you. I'm coming back." I'm like, "Please don't go away. I don't like it when you're gone." I was the youngest. He was the oldest. There were 6 of us, and we were a team. Like, we were a sports team. And, you know, he promised he would come back, and he didn't. And my life from that moment on was about not believing anybody ever again, because you couldn't rely on a person ever again. It was my first boyfriend. It was my first crush. He was everything.
You'd never been in touch with the anger that your brother betrayed you for leaving you by dying.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought that was rejection because I was 9. I took it as, oh, he found another little sister that he likes better, a better family. Not that he died in a terrible accident.
Talk to me about that, because you write.
Yeah, Chelsea wrote a new memoir called Life Will Be the Death of Me, and it's in stores now. Again, let me just state first before we comment on Chelsea, we were just talking to executive producer Jeff. Again, Howard doing the best interviews, man. He makes everybody shine in all of his interviews. But for Chelsea, it's what I find the most fascinating isn't just necessarily Chelsea, who I found captivating, but isn't it? It's another example of how things that happen to you in your childhood, you never really escape. You know, it really touches you. For Chelsea, she said that the sudden disappearance in her life of her brother it affected every one of her friendships in her relationship. She said when people would annoy her, gone, because that was how her brother left her in a flash, and she felt rejected. And she said so when people throughout her life, when she was done with them, There's no gray area. She had very little forgiveness. She goes, they were just gone. And I was like, wow. I mean, if you watch Monday's show, you'll see I open up about, I'm not going to go into it now, but you'll see something that happened to me in my childhood affects my life every single day. And I talk about that on Monday. But that's what's fascinating to me about that.
It is. It would have taken years to be able to come to that point in her life where not only she can talk about it, but where she realizes it. And I love that the word disappears.
Yeah.
It's not that he died. It's not that, it's disappears. Because that instantly, as anyone watching, you're like, oh, wow, that is how you would feel.
Well, and that's how she felt about males in her life. She didn't want to get close because she felt she wouldn't trust them. Because, well, her brother, who meant the most to her in her life, her brother said he would never go away, and he did. Right. Can you imagine? I mean, just the psychological effect that would have on you as a kid. So, Chelsea, thank you for sharing that story. I can't wait to read the book. It's going to be good. Next in the dish, let's lighten things up. Oprah visited The Daily Show last night. This is one of our favorite clips of the week. And before the interview, she posted an Instagram from her dressing room. Look at this.
Hey, y'all. I just walked into, I've never been to Trevor Noah's show, The Daily Show. Gail, look what they got. Look what Trevor got me. Whoa.
That's somebody who likes Oprah.
That's somebody
knows
who
what Oprah likes.
knows what I like. Oh, my goodness. Best tequila in the world.
I think at our place you got fruit and a croissant. Did you like that? And a bagel?
No, not even a full croissant did y'all have. But this is how you treat a lady. Thank you.
Yeah, that is how you treat a guest. So that's the guest gift from The Daily Show. They give $100 tequila. We give like Cadbury cream eggs to our guests or something. It's
sometimes.
Yeah, some. Well, I mean, we're gonna give these folks a mug. I mean, that's you know what I mean. They get a mug. Sorry, no tequila for you. I'm sorry. I know. Maybe next time. Oprah visited The Daily Show to talk about a new TV project that she's working on with Apple and Prince Harry. How do you like them apples? About mental health, which I'm actually really excited about that documentary. But after the interview, here's what my favorite clip is of the week. After the interview, Trevor asked her, because he does this thing called, what is it, Between the Scenes, where he talks to the audience. Well, this time he talked to the guest, and he asked Oprah, how normal is she really? Look at this.
When was the last time your phone ran out of battery while you were speaking? Does that ever happen to you?
No.
Okay. Like never, so for instance, has there ever been a moment where you're in the bathroom and then the toilet roll is done? No.
Oh, no.
What is the most...
No. You know why? Because at my house, I don't know if this happens at your house, but at my house, when the toilet roll is checked regularly, and when it's been checked, like after you go into the bathroom,
yes,
somebody will come in and it's folded into a little triangle.
Like
yes.
you live in a hotel?
Yeah, it's like folded in a triangle every time.
Okay, we'll take one from each side.
No, I will tell you though, something's very normal that
yes,
you wouldn't think.
Okay, let's go.
I travel with my own bread, and I bring my own avocados.
Are you serious?
Yes, I do. So I have an avocado orchard. So I think.
Oh, the story got not normal, Oprah.
No.
You just said I'm going to tell you something normal. Then you should have my own avocado orchard.
Okay. But so I think it's ridiculous to pay for avocados.
Which is why you bought your own orchard? Are you kidding?
Oh, I love the Trevor. Look, I love Oprah more than most things in my life, but I can't defend her on this one.
No.
Trevor wants her to talk about how she's just like us, and she talks about owning an avocado forest. I mean, there's not. And then the toilet paper thing. Oh, I love you. But when you start the sentence with "when the toilet paper is checked," who's checked? Do you have a toilet paper checker in your house?
Like my dogs, because they're trying to like eat it.
Yeah, nobody. Engineer Brad, do you have someone checking your toilet paper? No. That's when it got goofy.
Lord.
And then can you imagine her staff folds her toilet paper like a hotel? That is insanity.
Do they put the little sticker on it too?
Like a little O or something? Mm-hmm. That's when you know you have stupid money, is when you have a toilet paper checker. Yeah.
For real.
We're learning more. Next in the dish, we're learning more details about the upcoming cable network featuring America's favorite design power couple. Listen up, Mom. You're going to love this. Last year, Chip and Joanna Gaines revealed plans to launch their own TV network, just like Miss O. Yesterday, Discovery and Magnolia announced that the new network will debut in the summer of 2020 and will replace Discovery's DIY network. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, now I know what they're doing. The yet-to-be-named network is hooked up to 52 million homes and will feature a long-form programming centered around stuff like community, home, garden, wellness, and design. It will also feature reruns. Oh, I bet it will. It will feature reruns of Fixer Upper. Okay.
Reruns?
Yeah, there are going to be no more new episodes. And here's what they haven't said yet. I read something where they're not going to do another new show. So it's the Chip and Joanna network, but Chip and Joanna aren't going to be hosting a new show. That was what I read. That was what I understood.
Yeah, I don't like that. 'Cause the reason that they're so successful is because people love them.
Them.
They love them together. So
Yes.
why make a whole network and not have a show about them?
Well, look, and going back, OWN, it's not just Oprah Winfrey show reruns every day,
Right.
which I don't know why they don't do that. Why? Can I speak to Oprah again real quick?
Yes.
Oprah, if you're watching, can I ask you a question? That seems like the easiest programming decision ever. You have 25 years of episodes. Why doesn't OWN rerun? Why don't they rerun episodes of the Oprah Winfrey Show? I don't understand. Oprah?
She was just talking actually in my ear.
Was she?
And she said, "Yes, girl.
Yeah,
we'll get
that's-
some reruns.
Actually,
I'll bring
that's Ted talking to
avocados."
you in your ear. Yeah.
Oh, that was
no,
Ted.
that doesn't make any sense to me. But I get that OWN doesn't feature Oprah every hour, and that's not what I want with Chip
Right.
and Joanna. But if you're going to have a whole network, you better appear on that network
Right.
every so often.
Right.
Or just call it the Panda Network or something. Anyway, we have a great show today, so please, again, don't run any errands. You don't want to go out in this mess. Sit right here and meet me back here in just a few minutes. Back after this. Coming up, producer Ted is on another adventure. Today, he's giving us a tour of the food nirvana awaiting fans at the brand new Allianz Field in St. Paul. From local goodies to fabulous cocktails, Ted has the scoopage. Then, we are raising our Easter basket game. It doesn't just have to be all Reese's Cups and chocolate bunnies. We'll show you creative ways to make your basket the hit of the season. And you're going to love this. We're celebrating good old Throwback Thursday with some highly embarrassing photos of Kendall and me. Yep, get ready. That's all coming up.
I follow you on Instagram, and man, it's a great.
I follow you too.
It's a great account to follow. Thank you. I follow you. I like you.
You started it.
I like you so much. Oh my God.
I like
you. This is one thing you put. This is a hashtag. The way it looks to us.
Yep.
And so what you did here was this is you, and you said this is me. Look, when I have great lighting and 2 hours of hair and makeup and all these creative people around me that I have all day, and then swipe to the right if you want to see. Can anyone relate to this? The other side, because you have to. With this comes also this, and you just had a bad day.
Yeah, I did. I was having a really bad day.
I just love that you post that.
I just wanted to, in the world of Instagram, I think the most disarming we can be about how just ridiculously messy and normal life is, and those extraordinary moments are celebratory and special and should be recognized as privileges. But real life is real life, and it just doesn't look and feel like
Yeah, absolutely. Drew Barrymore with Jimmy Fallon last night. I love that. It's ironic that we just showed that clip, because if for any of you that listened to the radio show this morning, we had, and we're going to work on it for a future episode of our show, we had the best conversation, Kendall, about body image in the age of Instagram, and how you don't have to be a public person like us to find it difficult. The struggle is the same for all of us. But I was talking, and I was opening up, and my friend Elizabeth Reese from Twin Cities Live, we were talking about what it is like with weight issues in the public eye, and
Right.
and even if you work at Payless, or even if you work at Red Lobster, in the age of Instagram, you look at all these images of these perfect bodies, and you feel like you have to match that. And we're going to do a show on that. We're going to work on that, because we were flooded with calls. So we got to do that. Next in the dish, friends of Barbara Walters are not happy that the new tell-all book about The View is tarnishing the broadcaster's legacy. As you know, and we've talked about it here, the book paints Barbara as ruthless, who would openly ridicule her coworkers, often sparring with many co-hosts, including McCarthy, Jenny McCarthy, Sherry Shepherd, Elizabeth Hasselbeck, and even Whoopi Goldberg. Friends told the Daily Mail so take it with a grain of salt that the 89-year-old Barbara has been in declining health ever since leaving the show in 2014 and can no longer respond herself. That makes me sad. She hasn't been seen in public since 2016. A friend says to get where she got, she had to be aggressive. And you know what? I do wonder about that. I mean, I don't want to throw around accusations of sexism when it's not warranted. But I always say this, you know, if that story was about Phil Donahue, would we say he was being difficult, or would we say he was a strong person, a strong man?
Right. Especially when she came into the scene. Back then, I mean, there just were not a lot of women that were in such positions of power like that. Like, she had to be.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she was, I mean, people don't, the youngins watching, y'all don't know. And I mean, I was barely around. Barbara Walters, you know, when all is said and done, Barbara Walters really paved the way. She was the first female co-anchor of an evening broadcast with Harry Reasoner on ABC when Harry Reasoner openly mocked her, openly showed his dismay. And she fought through that and then got the Barbara Walters specials. And she trudged through she turned every failure really into an opportunity. And you got to give her props for that. You do. You got to, I mean, look, was she difficult at times? Yeah. But sometimes, you know, difficult bosses
get it done.
Help you. Yeah, they help you. Next in the dish, well, not executive producer Jeff. Next in the dish, Jeff. Jennifer Lopez is responding to rumors that her man cheated on her. J-Lo and Alex Rodriguez, you guys know this, got engaged in March, and almost immediately rumors started flying. Among those who accused A-Rod of cheating, disgraced ex-baseball player Jose Canseco. J-Lo says when she heard the rumors, she laughed them off because she knows the truth, she says, and she's not going to let other people tell her what her relationship is. Good for her. And Jose Canseco, what are you doing? You know, I know what you're doing. You're trying to get your name back in the news because when was the last time someone talked about Jose Canseco?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what you're doing. But why would you do that? Why would you want to tinkle on somebody's rainbow? You know?
I don't know. A tinkle on somebody's rainbow?
Yeah, are you that, again, are you that unhappy? Do you not have love in your life? That when someone announces their engagement, your initial instinct is to go on your crappy Twitter account and fire off a nasty rumor? How bitter, trollish are you?
Really?
You know.
Honestly. And we talk about that all the time. You always say to people, remember, whoever you're typing these to are real people behind there. Why are you messing with their relationship for no reason? Yeah,
whether they're J-Lo or John Johnson in Roseville.
Right.
I really say this, and it is selfish, because I get comments, but I'm going to get this on a t-shirt. Before you hit the enter button on any comment on any social media platform, remember that there's a human being behind that comment, no matter how famous and no matter how regular they are. I was reading some comments. Yeah, thank you. I forgot, we got to go, but I was reading some comments, the Star Tribune article on Amelia Santinello on The Talk. And I never read comments, and I potted it up, and I'm like, people are just gross. People are just disgusting and have time on their hands. It's like, put all of that negative energy that you're using typing bad things, get a hobby, make a ceramic turtle or something.
Because she's fantastic.
Yeah, Amelia, I love you. Good luck on The Talk today. Still ahead, producer Ted goes inside the brand new soccer stadium in St. Paul and tasted some of the food. But next, Dax Holt has the latest on all the A-listers in Hollywood, including the romance between Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay with us. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Snowmageddon 2019. That's right. Our half-hour hot dish continues this morning with our insider to the stars. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Dax Holt from Hollywood Pipeline. Hello, Dax.
Hello. Good morning.
Oh, Dax, before we get started, did you see our weather today?
No, why? What's going on?
Okay, we got an April blizzard. I'm not joking.
It's snowing there right now?
Snowing, it's like 6 to 8 inches.
So, and your audience actually made it in? That's pretty impressive.
We have 4. We have 4 devoted people, Dax.
Hey, that still counts.
Hey, I love these people. Yeah. Well, let's get to the dish. Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes are still going strong, right?
Yeah, this was kind of surprising because it seemed like they had gone their separate ways. You know, he had even apparently declared himself single at some Hollywood event. And so everyone was like, okay, well, they must be done. They must be over. Well, that is definitely not the case. Got photos of them out the other night. But not only was it the two of them hanging out, he brought his daughter Corinne for the little outing, which I thought was pretty impressive. We've never actually seen Katie and any of his family members together or vice versa. And the three of them went to a mall here in California. We're walking around, Katie and Jamie holding hands. And the interesting thing was that one of our insiders that was there said they were holding hands and like he didn't even care who saw them, which has been a very different kind of mindset than we've seen in the past because they've always been very secretive. They don't want to be photographed holding hands or being around each other. That, you know, I think she went from a very high profile to wanting to keep one very private, and now they're like, nope, we're holding hands in public, we're doing this.
Yeah, Dax, I'll never understand this. It's like the worst kept secret in Hollywood. Why is it even a big deal anymore?
I honestly think it comes down to she doesn't want everyone to know her business because she's already gone through a relationship where everyone, every little detail, and she's like, I want this to last. So if I guard myself, then maybe it'll last longer.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, I don't blame her. Next up, former Dance Mom star JoJo celebrated her 16th birthday. I can only imagine she didn't do it at Showbiz Pizza Place.
No, she didn't. Here's the thing, though. She doesn't actually turn 16 until like mid-May, but they already had the party. And she got a brand new Tesla, a Model X, one of the SUVs. She's wrapped it in her crazy like patterns because she does that with her cars. She already has a BMW as well. I mean, these are the cars that she's just learning how to drive on. It's pretty impressive that the BMW has like a picture of her face. But she did throw a big party. It was at the W here in Hollywood. And Northwest showed up. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's daughter was there, along with Penelope, her cousin, which is Scott, and Courtney's daughter. And I guess North is a huge fan. She apparently will be in JoJo's new music video. And so she went to the party. I didn't see Kim or Kanye there, but there was a lot of sequins, a lot of sparkly stuff, and some big bows.
Okay, wait. Dax, you said Northwest showed up at the party. She's old enough to just like drive up to the party? I mean...
Well, I'm sure she's got handlers or something that took her, but I didn't see mom or dad there showing up to that party.
And JoJo, I just want to make sure I'm clear on another thing. So JoJo already had basically a custom BMW, and now she has a custom Tesla.
Correct. And she's not 16 quite yet, does not have her license. So keep that in mind when you remember, like, you look out into your garage and you're like, wow, I am not as successful as this 16-year-old. That's what I look at.
Dax, may I ask you, what did you do for your 16th birthday?
What did I do? I probably went and got pizza. I did nothing.
Yeah.
It was not exciting at all.
I went to the Ponderosa Steakhouse, and I put my mouth underneath the ice cream machine. That's what I did. Yeah. That's a true story, actually. Dax from Hollywood Pipeline, thank you, buddy. Have a good week.
Thank you. Bye, guys. Stay warm.
Oh, we're going to try. You can follow Dax on social media. Search for Dax Holt for his personal accounts, and search for Hollywood Pipeline on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook as well. Hollywood Pipeline. He gets the best photos and the best video. A lot of fun to follow. Still ahead, everybody. What does $150 million buy you? Producer Ted. How does Producer Ted know? Let me see his check. Producer Ted visits Allianz Field yesterday and gives us his thoughts on the new food. We're going to take a break, everybody. We'll be back after these messages. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, I so appreciate our audience today. Despite the snow, the Minnesota United opens up their brand new stadium this weekend. And with the grand opening, it comes with a lot of food, a lot of new food. So to test all that food out, we sent, and I'm not joking, one of the pickiest eaters on our staff. Ladies and gentlemen, that means it's time for America Loves Ted. And joining us now is Jason Show producer and Hallmark movie fanatic, Ted Johnson. Hi, buddy. That was a tough assignment yesterday.
Very tough. Very tough. It did snow in the middle of it, so we were all pretty cold.
Right in the middle of it?
the snow started coming in. So.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's start with your overall. You were describing, you walk into the stadium. What was your first thought? What was your first impression of the whole thing?
Jaw-dropping.
Really?
I didn't know what to expect. Pulling up and I'm walking in and I'm like, whoa, this thing is impressive.
Was it, because like the seats are cool. The seats have like a pattern on them, don't they? That do the logo of the United.
They, and they're all colorful and it's wide concourses. We talk about, bottlenecks at certain stadiums. We won't say which ones.
We won't say,
not here. Not here. This place, they thought of everything.
They thought of it because they were thinking of congestion at let's, you have a pick with our buddy Jamie too. Jamie, who sometimes fills in on our show. Hey, Jamie from the Minnesota United. Okay, let's start with the beer hall. Speaking of backups and how to prevent backups, did you like the beer hall?
It's insane. 96 taps. I don't even,
You're a beer drinker. Did you know that there were that many taps?
I didn't know there were that many beers.
Yeah.
But when I go to a bar, if there's more than 6, I freeze. I don't know what to say.
I don't know, yeah.
But 96, TVs everywhere, and it will be open even on non-game days. So you can go there whenever you want.
I love that idea, especially for that neighborhood.
And the windows open up, so it's just...
Now, you brought something up at the meeting. Speaking of the beer hall and speaking of breaking down or trying to prevent lines, tell them what they're not serving. This was ingenious. I thought this was great.
So the beer hall has draft beer.
Yeah.
But once you go into the stadium, it's all cans so that it speeds up the line at the food line, because you're not waiting for the draft beer to...
Isn't that a good idea? I never thought about the delay in, I got to get the foam. I got, the person going foam, foam, foam. Yeah.
And then another thing that they're speeding up is they have these little mini marts.
Okay.
So basically they did research, and people who pick out their own food are 60% faster than those who are waiting in line. I'm going to get this. So basically they want you to get up from your seat, buy something, and get back to the seat.
As quickly as possible.
Yep.
So these mini marts are like little convenience stores, like a grab-and-go kind of thing.
Yep.
Okay, we have your top 3 picks because obviously, again, and we're not just saying this to be funny for the segment, Ted is literally the pickiest person in our building, food-wise, right?
I eat a peanut butter sandwich, no jelly.
That's basically it. So number 3, lamb sausage from Komarchek's.
So the whole stadium has kind of this international feel, so it's... because soccer's an international game. So you have this lamb sausage, which I've never had at a sporting event. You know, you think about a brat or something.
Or a good old hot dog.
This was really good.
Seriously?
Yeah, and it had tzatziki sauce, so it had like that Greek.
And you liked it.
Oh, yeah.
You would step out from your safety zone of peanut butter to eat this.
Oh,
okay,
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Number 2, My Burger, the double burger from My Burger.
Oh, yeah. This was the first thing I ate, and I was just like,
Really? Out of all, why? What was, because sometimes people would say, probably watching, Ted, a burger's a burger. What's about this burger?
I don't know. You had bacon, you had some of the onions and stuff that I don't normally like, and you throw that all together, and there I am, just like.
Do you get chips or anything with it?
Salivating. Yeah.
You got, okay,
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Because we like a good side.
Yep.
Yeah. And number 1, Cecil's hot pastrami sandwich.
So the guy that took us around was the head of the food service company, and he said, this is my favorite thing that I eat in the Twin Cities when he came to the Twin Cities. So he went to Cecil's, had them bring it in, kind of inspire this, and I'm like, okay, pastrami. Like, okay.
Yeah. It's
and I eat it. Jamie and I both ate it, and we're just like,
It was that good?
Yeah. This is gonna this will break me out of my
peanut butter rut.
Sandwich. Yeah.
Why? Is it just? Like a flavor.
I'll use a explosion.
Foodie word. Yeah. A taste explosion.
Yeah. This was so good.
So let me say, remember that, everybody. The Cecil's hot pastrami sandwich there at the stadium. I gotta go. I have not been. I'm looking forward to this.
I think this is going to be one of those kind of A-list things you can do in the Twin Cities in the summer. Surly Twins game, the United.
Yeah,
I think
you're right. I got to go visit it. Give it up for producer Ted, everybody, for ticket information. Head to MNUFC.com. Still ahead. we're getting a little embarrassing. We're doing a little Throwback Thursday with some never-before-seen photos of Kendall and me. Yeah, we pulled out some good ones. We'll be right back, everybody. Back after this. Our executive producer knows that's literally one of my favorite movie clips ever. A little Throwback Thursday for y'all. Look at this right there. Oh, haven't we all been wanting to be carried out of a factory by the person you love? Look at that. That's our Throwback Thursday, one of my favorite movie endings of all time, from the classic An Officer and a Gentleman, starring Richard Gere and Deborah Winger, and it premiered on this day in 1983. The song Up Where We Belong won the Oscar. You don't know that song? Up Where We Belong? Oh, it's so good. Won the Oscar for Best Original Song. Louis Gossett Jr., who was also in that movie, won Best Supporting Actor. Oh, have you never seen Officer and a Gentleman? No, it's all right. It's an older. No, this one I won't even. But it is such a good movie. It's so good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's young Richard Gere.
I love Richard Gere.
Yeah, and this is when he's like prime. Like this is when he looked like the best, and women would faint like right in front of him like goats. They would just fall. Yeah. Fainting goats. Welcome back. In honor of Throwback Thursday, we decided, this proves once again we have no more vanity. Kendall and I are sharing some embarrassing photos of ourselves because you know when you go online, you always see the TBT, Throwback Thursday. Mm-hmm. We decided to do a TV version of that. I'm going to go first. And now don't roll it yet, Leo. I got all of these when I recently visited my mom back in November. I went through over 50 photo albums, and I'm not joking. I spent an entire afternoon going through photo albums, and I decided to show some really embarrassing ones. First up, let's look at this. That is from, okay, now this isn't so embarrassing. Look at the feathered hair, everybody. Mm-hmm. Look at the feathered hair. That is, I believe, my 8th grade. And this was when I was at my most miserable. Look at my face. You can see everything on my face. I hated junior high more than life itself. It's the worst 2 years of my life, right? You too?
Oh, totally. My mom calls it the dark years.
Oh, that's right.
I don't smile in any photos.
Yes, I hate it. Look at me. I mean, I look like I'm fake smiling.
I look like that too. I just like hated everybody.
Yeah.
And everything.
Next up, we're moving to my freshman year. Oh my goodness, this is a horrible picture of me. This is a freshman year. I'm in band. That's my friend Melissa. Look at those awful band outfits. This is, I played the French horn, and this was our marching band uniforms. When we went to Memphis, Tennessee, we performed at the Liberty Bowl in 1988-89. And this is us.
Cool.
Yeah, this was us in Memphis getting ready to play at the bowl. So yeah, oh, Melissa.
You know what they say about the French horn?
What do they say?
I'll tell you after the break.
Perfect. There we go. And finally, let's look at this last one. Okay, now this is my executive producer, Ann Collins' all-time favorite photo. Come back to the TV and look very closely. Our photographer, Eric, is taking a good look at this photo. Look from top to bottom. This is the definition of the 90s. I have the peg-legged pants. I have like a trench coat on. My hair, I don't know what I was doing with my hair, and I think I'm wearing, and look at my two-tone boat shoes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. It's
Class act.
That's my Aunt my Aunt Lee. That's my grandma's sister, Aunt Lee, right there. But yeah,
it looks good. I mean, I like it.
Yeah, no, you don't have to be nice. They're embarrassing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move over to you, Sister Soldier.
I'm being nice because we're about to see my photos.
Yeah, let me see them.
Let's see.
What's this first one?
Oh, me in dance class.
Look at that. How old were you?
I think I was like in 2nd or 3rd grade. So in the 90s, but I was a maid, a Cinderella maid. My mom likes to put this picture next to my like wedding picture. It's like, look how far you've come.
You've gone from dancing maid to bride. Yeah.
Yeah, with like my cone hands, like mitten hands. I don't know what's happening in this. My My technique was a little off. It got better as I aged.
And we have one more. Let's look at this one. Which one is this?
Oh, me and my sisters at Grandma's.
Okay,
well, I'm the giant.
Are you the one all the way to the end?
Yes, I'm the giant with the pigtails doing something with my face.
Yeah, what are you doing with your face in that one?
I was a big tomboy, and like to get me to even have pigtails in my hair was
a big deal.
So I think I was probably doing something like, sure, I'll smile.
I'll smile for you. I love it.
Smile.
I love it. Still ahead, everybody. We're getting you ready for Easter. A pair of mom bloggers are here with their Easter basket picks without the sugar crash. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay with us. Welcome back, everybody. Well, when we think of Easter baskets, we usually think sweet candy, cheap plastic toys, some Peeps maybe, but there is a better way. There has to be to do Easter morning that doesn't include sugar crashes and breakdowns over broken toys. There is. Here are some alternative ideas for Easter baskets for your kids. From toddlers, this is important to teens, mom bloggers, Jen and Amy. Hello, guys. Welcome back to the show from Shine Up Living. Okay, I love this idea because you're just seeing some old photos of me. I remember Easter morning and my basket was like this big and it was a sugar dome. It was like beyond sugar dome. It doesn't have to be that though.
No, we struggle with this as moms every year when we're out shopping for Easter goodies because we want to please our kids and surprise them, but we know, like every instinct in us knows that it's a really bad idea to stock up on sugar because we pay a big price.
Can you see it on their faces? Like at about 3 o'clock, you see the sugar setting in?
Almost instantly.
We pay.
We pay for it. And then there's like the wrappers. It's the fallout from the sugar rush, you know? There's just junk everywhere. And so we just have a couple of ideas for some different, different things for the Easter baskets other than candy.
Let's start down here. What do we have here? Or wait, other way. I'm sorry.
So we've put together 3 baskets for littles, middles, and teens. So we've got kind of 3 different ideas. This first basket is for littles. This is for your preschoolers. I want to call it a couple different things. We have these little plus blocks.
Okay.
Now these are an award-winning toy. They're really, really fun. For these little kids, we want to do sensory things. We want to do like little fine motor skills, kind of developing these.
I want to hold this.
They're really cool. What else is cool about them is they fit into these jumbo Easter eggs, so you can put them in the eggs, and instead of filling all of your eggs with candy, you can put little toys in them instead. And at the end, they have a whole set that they can build a little item with.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, so it goes into a little thing. There are little directions inside. This is a sea turtle one. I gave this to my nephew for his birthday. He loved it. He's obsessed with plus toys.
You know what? And it's also because it's very sensory. I like the way they feel great in the hands. So I bet, now I know why these won awards. This is a stress reliever. I could sit here and do this all day. And I think I'll hold these throughout the rest of the segment.
Go right
What
ahead.
else do we have in there?
So we also have these little tiny containers of scented dough, like a Play-Doh type thing. Also can go in a big jumbo egg. So a nice little tactile, again, a kind of a stress reliever, fine motor skills. We have this really, really cute little bunny. It's called a Warmies bunny, and you put it in the microwave for a minute or 2, and it's actually a weighted bunny. So even for kids that have maybe some like sensory challenges, they want kind of some of those weighted blankets, that are really popular right now. Put this in the microwave. It's warm. They snuggle with it. It's really cozy.
You put the whole bunny in the microwave?
You put the whole, maybe don't show your kids
Glenn
that you're
Close.
doing.
That's like, That's an old reference. Thank you. The crew got it. Thank you, crew. Yeah.
So anyway, so we have that, and we also have just some fun soft fabric Easter eggs you can color yourself.
See, I'm telling you, if I was kids, all you kids watching, because you're home from school today, I would much rather. Candy will last 2 seconds. This will last like a day. No, so they'll last like weeks. Yeah.
Right. Thanks for making our case.
Yeah.
So the next basket we have is for the middles. This is for elementary age kids.
Okay.
And this we want you to be thinking about how to unleash your kids' creativity for this age group. And what better way to unleash the creativity but then to start with great music, right? Great music sets the scene for when the kids are coloring and doing all their projects.
I am so curious of what this is. I can't. Okay.
Jason, you're going to love this
What
because
is that?
you love Oprah, right?
I love Oprah.
This is called the My Audio Pet, and it has been on Oprah's favorite things
list. Yeah, okay.
For 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row. So we love this one here. It's the chickadee. They have all kinds of characters. Let me just pull it up for you because there's a big sound, and just like this is just a little golf ball size. Listen. I mean, that's a big song coming out of there, right?
That is really, I don't know if it translates well at TV.
Havana,
That is really loud from that little bird.
Right.
It's called chickadee doodah.
No wonder Oprah loves that. That is fantastic.
Right. So my audio pet, the kids get excited about having their own little speaker.
Okay.
The next thing I am dying over is this We Enchanted Fairy Garden. Okay. I can't tell you how many times I've told my daughter I want to make a fairy garden with her outside, but it's a big project.
It's huge, yeah.
So when I was at Michael's, I saw this. This is everything that you need to create an enchanted garden in just a little space. So you have the pot, you have paint, you have the fairies, you have the toadstools, soil, seed, you're ready to go.
All in one box.
All in one box, making it really easy for moms who might be garden challenged like myself.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. We can't all be Dale K.
That's right. I admit it, totally. So I love this for that age. And
for that age, I'll take a fairy garden. I like
too,
that. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And kids at this age too also love watching things grow.
Yeah.
You know, so that's it. So other ideas, we have extreme dot to dot, and of course, Legos. You can't go wrong with Legos. So easy.
And we have like a minute left for the bigs. But again, kids, please listen to Auntie Jason. You don't want candy. You want the chirping music bird.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, we have one more thing.
Okay, so we've got bath bombs over here for teens. We want to do like accessories and necessities for them. So really fun bath bombs.
We have these girls on the show, the ladies on the show.
They're sisterpreneurs, teenagers. They built this multi-million-dollar business in their basement.
I know. Like, what were we doing at 12?
I don't.
I know. I think we want to get our kids making bath bombs so that they can retire, right?
Yeah.
And the last thing, you love this too, Jason. Crazy socks are a real big thing.
Yes.
Now with teenage boys, they like to try and outdo each other. At least my teenage boys at school. So these are like $2.99 at Old Navy and Express. You can see you can have socks that have watermelons, electric guitars. We always like to refresh the sock drawers in our kids' closets and rooms, right?
Teenage boys are into like socks?
They are. I
That's
know. It's
awesome.
very exciting. So.
I love that because I do. Yeah, that's the only way I wear goofy socks too. Just because, guys, we have a tie, we have cufflinks, we have socks. That's it. That's all we have.
Yeah. And you can find all of these things. A lot of this is online. A lot of them are on Amazon. We found a lot of these items at ABC Toy Zone in Chanhassen. Great local toy stores. So
I'm gonna play with these for the rest of the show. I'm telling you. Give it up for Amy and Jen, everybody. To follow these two, head to Instagram. I love their account, Shine Up Living Official. Again, search for it. It's right there at the bottom of your screen. Shine Up Living Official. And don't forget, you can watch full episodes of our show, including this one, on YouTube, on our brand new YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search for The Jason Show, and hit that subscribe button. We post each day's episodes really early in the day, which is fantastic. Thanks to all of you that have subscribed already. We'll be right back, everybody, with the story I cannot stop laughing about when we return. Back in a moment. I'm not kidding. I'm sitting here. I would... Welcome back, everybody. Wrapping things up. Oh, I know. I'm sitting here dreading the drive. All of y'all, I don't need to tell you that. You guys drove probably. I'm dreading the drive home as we sit here.
I know. I'm like, can someone just fly me out?
Or get us a reindeer,
I was
maybe.
just thinking that.
Get us a little caribou or something.
Your off season.
Before we go, what has to be the funniest story of the week? Y'all are going to love this. A woman in Oregon called the police, okay, after hearing noises in her master bedroom. She also saw shadows, everybody, under her door. What is it, she thought? Could it be a burglar? Could it be an animal? So officers, a detective, even a canine officer came to her home. They didn't get a response from behind the bathroom door, so they opened it and found a Roomba. That's right, a Roomba vacuum. It turns out the vacuum was just bouncing up against the shower door, making the noise. They got a good laugh about the situation, and police called it an absolute first, and then created that most wanted poster. Do you have a Roomba? I don't have a Roomba.
No, I feel like my dogs would eat it. Your dogs would too. Just like,
well, no, they wouldn't eat it. Dexter, my boxer, would be terrified of it. Dexter's afraid.
That's true.
Oh, Dexter, people are afraid of him because he's a boxer and he looks. If you ever see my dog in public, let me tell you, don't be afraid of him. He's afraid of everything.
That's how my Harvey is. She's got the bulldog, like pit bull look, and she's like scared of the
everything.
gate.
Yeah.
Shoe.
Dexter hates ladders.
Yeah.
He hates when we bring in big boxes. He's afraid. So we had a neighbor in our old building that was like, "Oh, your dog looks scary," and I go, "Oh no. This is you have nothing to worry about with Dexter. Believe me." Tomorrow on the show, it's been part of the Mall of America since the very beginning. This is going to be great. The Chapel of Love is celebrating 25 years, and we're joined by two couples who got married at the mall and are still going strong. That's great. Plus, creative ways to step up your Easter egg dyeing for Easter. That's tomorrow. But for right now, that is going to do it for us. Thanks to our brave audience members for braving the weather today. Thanks to our guests. Thanks to Jim, Becky. We appreciate it. And thanks to all of you. If you are watching and you are a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a great day, everybody. Drive safe. Don't drive slow in that passing lane. We'll see you tomorrow. Today you can, yeah.